Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Otaku Treasures, and this is going to be my review for Jackie Chan Adventures Season 1, Episode 1. And you're probably wondering, I picked up a new show? Yes. Because I guess I don't really know why I decided to pick up a new show, but I picked this one because I grew up watching Jackie Chan Adventures on TV, and I cannot remember for the life of me if it was on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. But anyway, I didn't even know there was 5 seasons in total. I could have swore I only seen 2 of the seasons, I think. But maybe I've seen more. I don't remember. But yeah, I was thinking about it. It randomly popped in my head, and I'm like, I haven't done a reaction for that yet, and I haven't seen it in years. So why not? For those of you who actually have seen it, it's a good show. And for those of you who have not seen it, it is a good show. And you should check it out. You can find it on Amazon. All 5 seasons, I think. But the bad thing is you have to pay for it. It's not free like Hazbin Hotel is. Even if that had not been free, I would have still paid for it. And if they make it to where you do have to pay for Season 2, I'll buy it. But it doesn't make no sense for that. Anyway, but yeah, I bought all of Season 1, and I'm gonna, depending on how well this does, I might buy Season 2 and beyond. It just depends. If you guys don't want me to do this, go ahead, that's fine. Anyway, we get introduced to Jackie Chan. Is actually based on the real-life Jackie Chan. And his character is an archaeologist. He and a group are going through a tomb of some emperor. They find their way to the treasure. Surprisingly easy enough, if I'm being completely honest. It's supposed to be a lost treasure, so you would think it'd be harder to find. Actually, let me move this real quick. Anyway, but yeah, you would think it'd be much harder to find, but yeah, as Jackie said, this place is probably booby-trapped. Do not touch anything even before he can even finish the sentence. The one who had tried to walk through the trap earlier ran up and grabbed a sword. You would think any sensible person who sees a big treasure room like that would think, maybe, just maybe, there might be some booby traps just in case anybody got that far. I mean, I would, if I was in that position of setting up something like that, I would set up booby traps too. At the very least, around the big stuff I want to keep away, And obviously it sets up a trap. The group manages to get out. Jackie is stuck in there, dealing with some other booby traps. And he grabs a shield and gets the fuck out of there. Very easily enough, I might add. Though he makes it look easy, essentially. I don't think it was really that easy. And he ends up getting followed by 2 groups. He gets home, and he gets called down by his uncle and is told that, he's going to study the shield before they send us to the university. And apparently his niece is going to be staying with him for a year. His niece, Jade. And she doesn't seem too happy to be there. And again, she was apparently giving her parents problems before, so yeah. Anyway, one of the groups that was supposed to be following him show up and try to cause problems wanting the shield, and he says that they've already donated it to the museum, which obviously we know is a lie, but I mean, he senses that something is up and he doesn't want them to have the shield, so what better way to keep them away from the shield than to say you don't have it already, you don't have it anymore, essentially. So what can you do if you don't have it, You can't give it to them if you don't have it. And they essentially threaten, well, some phases first, but he catches them quite easily, showing off, I might add, when he does it. And they end up threatening his family if he doesn't give them the shield. And Jackie decides to go after them and follow them. Ends up getting, caught in the process because of the stupid pipe going down the building not being sturdy enough to handle his weight, which, fair enough. I mean, nobody expects anybody to be scaling down gutters, you know? And after kicking their butts, like I said, making it look so dang easy and cool in the process, they run off, and he ends up getting knocked up not by them, but by the other group that was following him, apparently a friend of his. And he asked Jackie for his help. And at first, Jackie is pissed off that he got kidnapped by this guy who was supposed to be his friend. And he ends up stumbling into the guy's headquarters. They're working with, I guess, the government to stop, big-scale crime organizations. And they end up, telling him about the group called the Dark Hand that's working with, the leader is named Valmont. We see him. He's the one who sent the goons after them. And since they, failed at getting the shield, he sends his, I guess you would say, I wouldn't say trump card, but someone who could probably handle the job a lot better. Toru, who looks like he'd be more at home in a sumo ring, to be completely honest with you. And apparently the statue that Valmont is standing by can talk and has magic and can send some shadow warriors to go and help Toru. Anyway, before any of this can even conclude with Jackie and his friend, Captain Black, Jade shows up, knowing English, and tries to rescue him and bust him out, thinking he's in danger. And, he gets a call from his uncle, and he explains that the shield is not important, even though Jackie has been asked by 2 different groups for the freaking shield. And obviously, we know, if you've seen the show, you know that the shield isn't important, but what is in the shield is what they're after. The shield is just, a way to get it without having to explicitly say what they want. They just want the shield. The shield, even though that's obviously not what they want. And Toru was obviously tasked with bringing the shield to them. And while his uncle is telling him all this, Toru shows up, kidnaps him, and tells Jackie that if he doesn't bring the shield to a specific location, something's going to happen to his uncle, And Jackie goes home, tries to find the shield. Jade finds it for him, and he tells her to stay here. She does not listen, of course. It follows him not only to the building where he's supposed to be meeting Toru at, but up the stairs, and is actually instrumental in getting his uncle away from Toru, and that's when the Shadow Khan show up and give Jackie a hard time, chasing him along the side of the building and stuff, showing, good Lord Almighty, dude, you are not human if you can do stuff like that, how far he jumps and stuff. But then again, at the end, Jackie does say he wants to be made into a cartoon character because cartoon characters can do stuff that regular humans can't, Because, it's a cartoon. Anyway, he tosses the shield down because Jade and his uncle have gotten down to the street at this point. She catches it, and they try to rush off with it, but Toru's right behind them. How he managed to do that, and us not see it, I might add, is beyond me, but, like I said, cartoon. Anyway, they end up giving the shield to him, and Captain Black shows up and essentially offers him the position again to research the artifacts because they're trying to stop these people from doing whatever the heck they're doing. And it turns out that when Jade had the shield, she and her little sticky fingers grabbed what was in the center of the shield because she probably figured that was what they were after. And so Toru returns with the shield in hand like he was supposed to, and they get pissed at him because the talisman is not in the center of the shield like they wanted, but they did not specify that he was supposed to get that, I mean, seriously, if you're gonna send somebody to retrieve something for you that is of utmost importance to you, specify what they are supposed to grab. Tell them, grab the shield, but make sure what's in the center of it is still in there when you bring it to us. You know? That would have been a big clue in for Toru, because, I mean, hello, if he had done that, he would have looked at the shield as soon as he got it and said, where's what's in the center, you know? But no, they wanted to make it, I guess, to avoid him getting the talisman in the first place, because that would have been, like, how would he would have gotten it, essentially. Anyway, we find out that, yeah, there's 12 of these in total, and they are magic, essentially. So, yeah, that's what the bad guys are after. As to what they will do when they get all 12, we as the audience and the characters do not have any idea what's going to happen. Some of us who've seen the show obviously know what's going to happen, but, I mean, those who have not seen the show and are none the wiser, like the characters, still have no clue. They just know they have to find them before the bad guys do. Anyway, yeah, I actually enjoy this show, and I am curious to see what the other seasons are about that I have not seen. Because, like I said, I think I have at the very least seen the first season and at least half of the second season, if not the full season. At the very least. Excuse me. Anyway, I hope you guys are excited for more, and I will see you guys in the next one.